Veterans Homeless Shelter, Rotary Help, Food Bank, the Red Cross. We participated in the highway cleanup, Portneuf Greenway, a water project to Escondido, Mexico. We helped with relief efforts to Nepal. We sponsored Rotary Youth Exchange, Rider Program. We helped Century Interact with their community garden. Not only that, but sponsored their club. We helped the Rotaract Club get going at Idaho State University. Festival of Trees, Century High School Music Program, Girls Day, Billion Visiting Authors, and I could just go on. You know, literacy programs, Washington and Tendoy, Simplot Games, the Civic Symphony, Rose Garden. So many things that we do each and every year, and this is just a fabulous year. One area that we do continue to need improvement on is our membership. We started our year with 142 members, and we will end today with 138. And throughout the year, we lost 12 of our members. We did add in 10 new ones, and we will be inducting a new young professional today, Jamie Jensen. So we strive each and every day to continue to increase our membership, and it takes all of us in which to do it. We do have ways in which we are trying to build and promote Rotary through social media. We have vamped up our appearance in the community by entering into the parades, the 4th of July parade, and also the homecoming parades. We pass out information about Rotary and what we do. We provided a Rotary Events Day, and then also just by being in the newspaper, on TV, and on the radio. For the past 4 years, I have found that we've had 2 fundraising events, and they've both been very successful. The Nutcracker, as I reported earlier in the season, we raised over $17,000 from the Nutcracker this year. And that's not exceptional. We've done that in the past. It's just that it's a remarkable amount, and it takes each and every one of you to volunteer your time, to donate your money, to purchase tickets, pass them out to friends and family for them to attend. But we did very well. The rodeo is going very strong. This is our 2nd year in which the rodeo has been under the wings of us. I don't know the exact amount that we've raised, but I know that it's very, very close to $7,700. The numbers are not exact yet. They're still rolling in, but that is a large amount of money for just selling programs. We get to keep all of the proceeds, and then George and his help with his team is going out and selling sponsorships. So thank you to each and every one of you for helping us raise that money, because that's exactly what we put right back into the community. And that number that we put out into the community this year was over $25,000. So again, just a huge thank you to each and every one of you. It's greatly appreciated. District Conference, it was a fabulous event this year. Our great team, which consists of District Governor Rick Phillips, of course, our committee chair Jody Jackman, and our MC Rich Kirkham, who did a fabulous job. It ran smoothly. I have been attending District Conference ever since I joined Rotary, which is 2008, and I do believe that this is probably the best attendance that we've ever had. We had 29 Rotarians bring their spouses as well, and out of those 29, we had 6 new attendees. So I hope you guys all come back. It was a wonderful year. When we presented the charging cart to the District Governor of Utah, we filled the stage basically from one side of it to the other. We were all in attendance, and we all got up there. It was a great sight. It was fun. So this is the year for 2014, and I can only imagine that this is going to do an even more extraordinary job than what I have. At this time, I'd like to go ahead and present some of our Paul Harris Fellows. We haven't done those at all this year, although we've been trying since November, but there are a large amount of us who've actually accomplished this goal this year. So if you are in the audience, if you would please, as I call your name, come up here. I'm not sure that there are many of you here today, but Paul Anderson, Terry Buschetti, Carrie Bull. On behalf of Norman Beth Hill, we have Delaney and Heidi Hill. So Norman, Beth, would you come up and accept their awards for them? Jody Jackman, Rich Kirkham, Hazel Lloyd, the wife of George Lloyd, Mark Lupo, Bill Bryden's wife, or no, excuse me, William Patrick Bryden, I'm sorry. I believe that is his grandson, I think. Saeed Rizai, Stephen Roberts, Anastasia Service, Archie, is her sponsor. Craig Spanbauer, Dina Stratton, Bill Stratton's wife. Mary Wagner, Raina Valentine, Helen Wall on behalf of Beth, that's your mother, correct? And then myself. Let me just give you a little bit of information about Paul Harris Fellow. It is a recognition in the name of Paul Harris, who founded Rotary with 3 business associates in Chicago in 1905. The Paul Harris Fellow presentation was established in his honor in 1957 to express appreciation for a contribution of $1,000 to the humanitarian and educational programs of the Rotary Foundation. Those programs include an array of projects that save and invigorate the lives of people around the world and enhance international friendship and understanding. Foundation programs provide educational opportunities, food, portable water, health care, immunizations, and shelter for millions of people. These activities are funded, implemented, and managed by Rotarians and Rotary clubs around the globe. Rotarians also designate a Paul Harris Fellow to recognize other persons whose lives demonstrate a shared purpose with the objective and mission of the Rotary Foundation, and to build world understanding and peace. So I would like to congratulate each and every one of you for making this accomplishment. Can we give them a hand? Delaney, and then Heidi should be next. So Norm, on behalf of Delaney, I'll give you this one, and Beth, on behalf of Heidi, your certificate, and then I will find your mother's. Rich, congratulations. Did I give you your register? Marion. Are you going to pin them? Congratulations. Norm, thank you very much.
Yeah, I go stand at that end of that line right there, so I can give it to you.
Oh, all right. Oh, thank you. All right. A little scrambled there, but thank you very much. Rick, I appreciate you stepping up and helping me. Okay. At this time, I'd like to ask Deanna and Jeff to come up to the podium. I'd like to present to Sika, who is Meals on Wheels. Throughout the year, through Jeff's factor crap,
Told you I could get her to say it.
which was a different concept, but it was actually fun, and I enjoyed the change. We were able to raise.
Did I hear a version?
Dan, are you coming up? Yeah. Through our efforts in playing the game with Jeff, we raised $1,274, and we would like to give that to Meals on Wheels for your program. Thank you. Jan, did you want to say a few words and let us know exactly how your program works?
Yeah, Andrea?
Oh, Andrea, I'm sorry. I was expecting Jan. I'm so sorry.
Okay. So our Meals on Wheels program, we serve meals here in the northern Bannock County area. We have 150 participants or clients that we serve. on a daily basis. We deliver meals, warm meals Monday through Friday, and we give our participants frozen meals for the weekend. So with the Meals on Wheels program, we're not just delivering a meal, we're also filling the void of loneliness, and then we're also doing a safety check on all the individuals we see every day. So we are truly honored to be picked from your organization for this one. Thank you.
And I'd like to thank the ignorance of our group for all that knowledge you have studied over that.
Almost trick question.
Thank you, Jeff. Okay, next I'm going to announce who our 2014-2015 Rotarian of the Year is. This person has shown to me dedication, heartfelt concerns for our youth, and love to our club and our community. And because of those efforts, I feel that this person is deserving of this award. This person has been involved with the rodeo, food bank, Nutcracker, Neil Mayberry, Rotary Reads to a Child, highway cleanup, providing assistance with the homecoming parade float, helped in planting the Interacts community garden, visualized and helped to implement the Young Professionals program, and serves as the co-chair. She has recently created a new literacy project for Washington and Tyndall Elementary School 4th graders, and has also been elected as one of your directors for the 2015-2016 Rotary Year. It is with great pleasure that I announce this year's Rotarian of the Year, Summer Jack.
I don't do impromptu very well. Thank you so much. I am very honored and do not feel at all qualified because I see so many of you who have offered so much service, and gosh, I'm not teary-eyed usually either. It's Dina's fault. It's connected to this, but thank you for your example and your support, and I hope to do the club service going forward. This is a wonderful organization. I feel very privileged to be part of it, so thank you.
She already has great ideas for next year, so can't wait. Congratulations, Summer. The President's Award. Each year, the President gets to choose a company or somebody outside the organization, or they can even be within the organization, but who has done a remarkable job, not only through Rotary, but through the community itself. I'd like to let you know that this company has provided assistance with Rotary Helps, our Rotary Highway Cleanup, ISU Night, I Love ISU, State High School Rodeo, along with February Fantasy, Leadership Presents, Law Enforcement Appreciation, Chamber Awards Banquet, Casa Guns and Hoses, Midsummer's Night at the Zoo, Welcome Back Orange and Black, Back to School, POW MIA, Festival of Trees, Brooklands Playground, sorry, I'm still a little choked up, Urban Invasion, Stone Soup, ISU Ambush, and so many, many more. Mary, I'm glad you're here today. This award goes to McDonald's.
Thank you very much. This award really should say Tori Bird on it though, shouldn't it? Because she's the genius that makes all this happen. Thanks, Tori. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Victoria, for getting her here today. told her she had to be here. All right, I'm just gonna, this is going faster than I expected. Never been one for words, but I do just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. This has been quite a year. It has been a year of asking questions, listening, reasoning, trying to understand, working together, working with other clubs, and making it all work for the good of you as members of this Rotary Club. The best advice that was given to me was by our District Governor, Rick Phillips, who said, Dina, just be yourself. As your time as president nears, you have always been thinking for months, what is it that I'm going to do? You think of how past presidents handle themselves and the gifts that they give out and the things that they say and the order in which they do things. And you hope that you'll be just as successful as they were. You want to be that same type of president. When the pressure was on, I heard his words in my head always, Dina, just be yourself. So I hope that myself was good enough. I have never been a person of words or great statements or fabulous speeches. In fact, speaking to a group just really intimidated me. It scared me to death. So I just want to say thank you to all of you. Thank you to you that gave me the opportunity to be here. You placed me in this role because you had the confidence in me to run your club and to lead you in the areas for which Rotary is known. It has been a pleasure. It has been a great experience, and I truly encourage others to give and to lead if that's what you choose to do. Thank you to my board members, Bob, Rich, I won't use last names, Dave, Norm, Kirsten, John, Laura, and Saeed for helping me get through this year with tough decisions placed in front of us each and every month. And thank you to Darrell, who couldn't be here today, who needed to be with his family. But if any of you have ever seen the President's Manual, or even the ones that First Secretary or Treasurer, whatever, what is stated inside there, and the reports that we're supposed to do on a monthly basis, quarterly basis, the things that we're supposed to do, there's absolutely no way that a president can do that all on their own. So he is a wonderful man. He is patient, and he's always calm, and he is just such a great source of information. He is a blessing. And thank you to Jeff for taking on the duties of Sergeant at Arms. It's not an easy project, but you did very well. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I do appreciate you bringing me ideas and thoughts on how to improve the club, and I just hope that I really have been able to implement them for you. So I have enjoyed this year. At this time, I'd like to ask Kirsten, and I know Laura Bayless is not here, but Kirsten, if you'd come up and receive your plaque for your outgoing board member. So Kirsten is actually leaving the board for the 2014-15 year, but she will be joining it, of course, as being your vice president. So Kirsten Nickish, in recognition of outstanding dedication and service to the Rotary Club of Pocatello, 2013 through 2015. Thank you very much. And then Laura Bayless is the second one that will be leaving. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and, no introduction needed, but Rich Kirkham, your incoming president, I want to present him with his president's pin. Which I have to admit, it's really not a president's pin because Darrell didn't give it to me. But we're faking it.
Dina's crying because she knows I got to take over. So she's mourning for all of you in advance. On behalf of the entire Pocatello Rotary Club, it's an honor for me today to officially recognize Dina Weaver as our club's past president for 2014-2015, and to present to her the past president's pin and the gavel award, which you're going to hang in your office to remember this wonderful year of service that you've donated not just to our club, but to our community and to the world. Dina has in fact been a gift to the world. Because of Rotary's enlightened rotation of club officers, I knew about 2 years ago that I would be standing here today at the podium. And it's given me a chance to really study some great presidents. Saeed Rizai, I think, was an outstanding president, and I kind of saw him from a little bit of a distance. But Dina, I worked very close with this past year, and I can tell you from personal experience, Dina is an amazingly organized person. She is so quiet that most of you don't know all of the things that she has done and that she has accomplished. She describes herself as being a hands-on Rotarian. And she's not comfortable here at the podium. She's really comfortable, you know, putting frozen French fries into a bag or picking up garbage along the highway. And this is a president who leads by example. And so she's gone far beyond what I think most presidents would do in terms of being the outstanding Rotarian of the year. No offense intended. She has really been, I think, an amazing Rotarian in addition to being a great president. She has helped prepare me. On more than one occasion, Dina has said, "Rich, can I visit with you for a few minutes?" Which was a very polite way of saying, there's some things you need to work on. There's some things that you need to do to get it right. And I appreciate that, and I hope that you will continue, Dina, to coach me from the sidelines now as you take over as the past president. As a matter of fact, I have tagged her with some very specific responsibilities that align, I think, very well with her strengths. We are going to get our presidential citation this year. And I can tell you that President Ravi has set the bar exceptionally high. We had our board retreat a few weeks ago, and we sat down with our board and we assigned out all the parts of that presidential citation. And I asked Dina, I said, "Dina, I want you to watch us all, to make sure that each one of us is doing our part as a board member, to watch our club to make sure we're doing our part, so that we can get that citation next year." She is so organized that way. She's the perfect person to do that. In addition, some of you may not know, but Rotary Club, Rotary International, has a website where they list all of the goals that we set as a club, and they call it Club Central. How many of you have been on the website and seen Rotary Club Central? Few of you. Let me just tell you that if you go to Rotary International, to their website, and if you log on, because you are able to log on as a member of Rotary, on the left sidebar you will see My Club. And it tells you what Rotary International thinks our club looks like. And they sort of rank you on the goals and the progress that you make. This is a fairly new thing that Rotary is doing. We've been tracking this now for a few years, and they're bringing us along. When I say us, I mean all Rotary clubs, so that we can set our goals online and then follow those. And Dina, again, has graciously accepted the charge to sort of monitor our progress on our goals. And I appreciate that, because I am a very goal-oriented person and really want to see us succeed and be not just what we as a club want to become, but also what Rotary International expects all clubs to do. And there's some pretty neat things that Rotary has come up with that were completely new to me. For example, Rotary Fellowships. Tom Potter is going to be tagged with this and under his directorship. And we were laughing yesterday that they have a yachting fellowship, a chess fellowship. They have a whole bunch of different ones, cycling and so forth. And this is a fellowship where you have to have a minimum of 3 countries and 25 people involved to make up a fellowship group. And when I was at the international conference, something that I'll be reporting more on the 9th to you, I went to the breakout session on fellowships and sat next to the president of the yachting fellowship. And I said to him, I said, "Well," I said, "I don't think I will ever be in the Yachting Fellowship group because A, we don't live by the ocean, and B, I don't have a yacht. And he says, oh no, you've got it all wrong. He says, anyone can join our fellowship. He says, this is a great way to get a piece of a yacht if you don't have one. And so I'm very seriously considering joining the Yachting Fellowship. There are a number of things like this that Rotary is doing that we will become more acquainted with as the year goes by. In addition, I've asked Dina just to focus at large on our club. As she kind of sits back and watches what we're doing, I'm asking her to continue to meet with me as she has in the past, and to school me, and to help me as we move forward through this year. So today I have a couple of things I would like to present to Dina on behalf of the club and myself to recognize her amazing year of service to the Pocatello Rotary Club. The first one is your gavel and plaque, plaque and your pin. So let's start with that. This pin is quite handsome. It has a diamond in it. I understand it's real.
Really?
I do. That's what I think. I'm going to say that. And of course, the plaque. Let's give her a round of applause.
I'm going to take this gavel off there because I'll need to bang it against my head. Thank you. It has more than one use.
Very good. The next little token that I'd like to leave with Dina is that all of you know that the club president has to select some sort of a gift that you will give to the speakers who come each week to our club meeting. And I thought long and hard about what I wanted to give as a gift to our speakers. And Dina, because this is your day today that we honor you, I want you to be the first recipient of my gift. And what I'm going to be giving this coming year is a children's book. And the children's book will be donated to a school in the name of our guest speaker, or in this case, in the name of our past president, Dina Weaver. And she will make that dedication with a Rotary pen. This pen will be hers to keep. The book will go to Summer and her literacy committee, and she will see that it gets a nice home. So Dina, on behalf of the Pocatello Rotary Club, we'd like to recognize you today with Teach Us, Amelia Bedelia.
That is a great idea. I like that. And I will sign it with a note and give it back to you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, finally, we have one more token of appreciation. This one comes from all of you, and I'm asking Greg Mogg if he would come forward and make the presentation at this time. By the way, I read Amelia Bedelia, and it's a great story. The story basically is of a lady who they're waiting for a teacher to arrive. Amelia is asked to substitute, and she comes in, and the class is in chaos, and Amelia takes over and does a great job, and the kids want Amelia to be their permanent teacher, and that's kind of how Dina has been. She's been our person in chaos that's brought us all together. So a most appropriate book. And now Greg Mogg.
I'd like to give to you, Dina. This is from our Rotary Rose Garden.
Oh my gosh, really? Those are beautiful.
This is from all of us. We have about 800 roses out there. And so I was out there and I thought, well, we need to do something with this. So I went out early this morning, and LD helped me put this together.
That is fabulous.
Anyhow, we have, this year we put in 56 roses. And it was in the rain, and we had about 22 people show up, and we did it in about a half an hour. So we just did a marvelous job. But stop out there and visit our Rotary Rose Garden. I'm really pleased to see all the different type of roses that we have. But anyhow, it's really kind of neat. Thanks
They're
again.
beautiful. Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate that.
And let's give Greg a round of applause. Thank you, Greg. It's now my pleasure to present to you your board of directors for the upcoming year. Could we have all of the board of directors who are here come forward and just stand behind, and the directors, Kirsten, Norm, and I guess the other two of us are up here. So while they're making their way up here, I would like to just tell you a little bit about the way the board is chosen and how we come up with a board of directors. I know a lot of you know this, but some of you who are new or visiting today may not know. Every December, we hold an election. And at the election, we'll choose, depending on the year, either 2 or 3 directors. I can't remember the even or odd year that happens, but that is how it is slated in our bylaws. And so we will always have 5 directors who will serve you, and they come from you as a group. And you make the nominations, and we bring these names forward. We have the election in December, and that's when we elect our officers. So we have to thank today Saeed, who is stepping off the board as our past president. We have Laura Bayless to thank, who has stepped off the board as a past director, and Kirsten Nickish, who is up here because now she's going from the board to the executive committee. The executive committee, as I kind of hinted at earlier, when you're elected as the vice president of the club, you serve a year as vice president, then you serve a year as president-elect, then you serve a year as president, then you serve a year as past president. So it's a 4-year commitment. So good luck, Kirsten. Hang in there, darling. You'll make it. I know you will. I will continue to enjoy serving with Dave Finklenberg, who isn't here today, and with John Jeffemoff, who are now starting their 2nd year on the board of directors. Now, those of you that are familiar with Bob Lee's service on our board might be a little confused, because you say, well, now Bob's been on the board, which is true. But he has been serving because he was elected by you to fill Shelley Going's place when she left the club. So how long have you been serving in that position? For a year. And so he now is officially a director in his own right, and will be serving yet two years. 1 year? No, you got 1 or 2 years. 2 years, yeah. 2 years that he'll be serving, along with Summer and Tom, who are your 3 incoming, and they begin their service at this point in time. So I'm going to ask each of them to come to the podium and just briefly talk about the committees that they're going to be in charge of this coming year, and to present them with their updated badge for this coming year. And let's start with John.
I'm in charge of the funding committee, and that's mostly to try to get funding to those organizations that request the funding for various reasons. We had funding, various fundings directed to different organizations, small organizations that need it for special needs, and that's one of the major things that I've been fulfilling. Amongst other things, we have a scholarship right now. We're involved with the Royce Roper Scholarship. That's an ISU scholarship, and we generally provide funding, some funding for 2 students each year. We used to fund it at $500 per student, and we're thinking about making it $1,000 per student. Amongst other things, I've been also involved in some of the other activities that are involved with the other directors. So that's pretty much what I've been doing, is most of my work throughout this last year. Thank you.
Thank you, John. And you'll keep your badge because it's still good. All right, thank you. Summer, would you come up, please?
So this year, I have the privilege of serving with a few committees. The first is the Children's Literacy Committee, which in the past has included things like Rotary Reads to a Child, the Dictionary Project, and then of course our 4th grade literacy project. So we'll be revamping and rethinking and redoing a lot of those things going forward. I will also be serving on the Young Professionals Committee, which I think is going really well, working with the Interact and Rotaract Committee, as I mentioned, the Dictionary Project, working with Saeed on RILA, the Rotary Youth Exchange, and then also doing some work with Facebook and social media. So if any of those are ideas or areas that you're interested in, let me know, because I think all of us would be more than happy to put anybody to work who would like to. So thank you.
And I'll present you with her.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's give her a round of applause. Bob Lee, would you come up? Here's yours right there.
I think the idea behind this assignment is that you have to stay on till you get it right. So I'm so delighted to have been able to work with Dina and now with Rich, and hope that I'll continue to come to appreciate more fully the marvel of the Rotary experience and the great good that's done in our community and throughout the world. This coming year I'll work with the Professional Technical Committee, which has the wonderful opportunity to award people in the community with recognition for the things they do. Some of our businesses, our business leaders, make contributions very quietly, and it gives us a chance to acknowledge that contribution that they make. I'll also be working with the membership committee, which tracks the new members who come in and makes sure that they're doing all the things that will lead to involvement and the continued relationship with the club for years to come. I've been asked to work with the music committee, and in years past we've had a wonderful contribution from our people who play the piano and lead the singing and so forth, and we're going to expand on that a little bit and invite members from the community and from schools to come and perform for us during our club. It's sort of a prelude or maybe a little special entertainment during the course of our club meeting. We look forward to more significant interaction with our music community. I'll also be working with new member orientation and the quarterly dinners that we have for those new members, and with the Ambassadorial Scholar program, which I'm very excited to be a part of. Thank you.
Okay, Tom Potter, if you would come up, please. This is yours.
I look forward to the coming year as well. Rich, as you all know, is a real dynamic guy. He's got a lot of energy. He's excited about leading this club the coming year, and so fortunate to be surrounded by so many nice people who have always been willing to help whenever I've asked. I am currently in charge of the Neil Mayberry Committee and will continue to do so. Some of my other duties will involve the visitor registration, Food Bank Service Committee, the Rotary Rose Garden, Highway Cleanup Committee, Habitat for Humanity Committee, and then we have a new goal, and that's to get some or many of us involved in a Rotary Action Group. If you're not familiar with what that is, the international website has got information about that, and or come and see me at any time, and I would love to talk to you about those issues as well. As Rich mentioned, the Rotary Fellowships, there's even a beer fellowship. I'm excited. I may join that one. So there's about 100 different fellowships, and we'd love to get different people involved, both locally and internationally. I look forward to the coming year.
Thank you. So that is your board of directors, but Kirsten has a new badge that says Vice President 2015-2016. Let's give her a round of applause. And Norm Hill, President-elect 2015-2016. Let's give him a round of encouragement. And I have my own badge, so I'll be taking this one off and putting this on President for the coming year. Thank you. You can all be seated. So to just kind of wrap this up, my concluding thoughts are, as we all get around to our year of serving as president, we ask for advice. And the advice that I have been given that has resonated the most with me is to have fun. And I think that should be the name of the game for this club. We should be the fun club that people want to go to because we're doing so many great things in the community. So that will be goal number one. Goal number two will be engagement. We want all of you to be engaged in some way in the club. Do you know that we have 26 committees currently in our club? Some of them are a committee of one. Some of them are a committee as many as a dozen. And we hope that you will all get engaged and belong to one or more committees. You've met all of the directors here who will sort of shepherd all of those committees. And on the, I think it's the 29th of July, we're going to have another club assembly. And on that day, if you don't already have a committee selected, that will be the day because you will have here at the podium various representatives of our club who are going to talk to you about their committee goals and what they're going to be working on this year. And they're going to be recruiting you desperately. So this will be like a Rotary Fair where you will be able to find a place where you can dig in this year, be engaged, and have fun. I think with that, I will just announce that next week we will not have a club meeting because of the out of respect for the 4th of July holiday, so we will not be meeting next week. The next meeting will be here on the 9th of July. And I will turn the microphone back to Dina for her concluding remarks.
Thank you very much. The roses are beautiful. What a surprise. They are so nice. Thank you. What a great idea. At this time, and for the last time, I would like to induct a new member. Jamie Jensen, can you come on up? Jamie Jensen is going to be joining our club through our Young Professional program. Jamie is a small-town Idaho girl born and raised in Pingree. She spent 3 fun years exploring Boise before returning home to finish school at ISU with a degree in healthcare administration. After a rewarding time working at ERMAC in the marketing department, she was able to return to school and will be receiving her MBA in July. Now currently employed as Business Development Manager for Elwood Staffing, she is looking forward to getting to know the Pocatello community again. Jamie enjoys anything outdoors, including camping, kayaking, and summer reading on her deck. She is excited about the volunteer opportunities that Rotary affords and can't wait to get to know everyone in the Pocatello Club. May I introduce to you Jamie Jensen.
I just want to thank you. I just want to thank you for letting me have this experience, and I am excited about the volunteer opportunities, and I'm excited to get to know you guys, and I'm going to be painting tonight, so whoever's going to be painting, I'll meet you there.
Thank you, Jamie, and I will be there with you painting tonight. As we always do when we induct a new member, let's read our 4-way test. No, which side is it? Of the things we think, say, or do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you. I would also like to take this moment just to congratulate Mary Wagner. I understand today is the last day. Yay! an amazing lady. You've done an awesome job. So enjoy your retirement. Have a great time. Okay, so for the last thing today, I would like to present to Rich next year's flag. Be a gift to the world. It's awesome. Congratulations. You're welcome. You'll do great.
We go.
All right.
All right, I think you have one final duty as outgoing president, and here it is.
All right. All right, everybody, thank you so much for coming today. I appreciate it. You have a wonderful day, and we are adjourned.
All right, thanks for letting us have lunch with all of you.
Yeah. Oh my, yeah. Oh, I've got light.
So if you open my suitcase, you'll have pants and shirts.
I'll try it. He is gone for a month, so we can. He asked if he needed to participate, and I said, of course you do, but he was actually leaving town during the day, so I'm sure he can.
What's going to happen?
Just meet him all the way.
How do I explain even what they are? I just decided I was going to say nobody ever asked.
Yes, sir. I'll do it with them because they need to organize and our stuff. I am. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. You get the old plate?
Oh,
I think it's all yours.
congratulations.
I made an executive decision.
Thank you. Great job. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
How are you? Congratulations.
Congratulations so much to you. You did so good. You did so good. I was going to say, I need one more, yeah. I think it's just to get here. I don't use them. I'm going to try and catch one down on the cave. I want to get to that first. I just wanted to, since I've been ready to come with you, because I've never met my table.
Good job, Jeff. Thank you. And that's a fact.
But you know what, I could be able to ask you that way too. I can ask you. Okay. Because I think.
Anyway, we'll get it on the 9th.
So who is the interactive interface? When I heard all the questions,
So Gloria, that's what I forgot to do. And so you come prepared and I will make an announcement. Be a good team.
So fun. Yeah. I'm a little frightened, but that's even better. That's good. I love it.
Tina said that she suggested maybe doing something like that, CBA, and I said, no. And that was really nice too, and I just talked to you about maybe check sometime.
Well, I'm not sure how as far as from the Sergeant at Arms, but I know that we did a district grant for this year. So I told her I would check into it to see if we had that this year. But I can't remember exactly. I'm sure they did, but the date does not sound familiar. But I know Anna was talking about that.
She's getting out of here.
I know. Mary and I were a little nervous about when we were down there. Well,
The reason I like it so much is because my wife calls me an animal. I'm afraid of giving it up. I want them to have a nice place, you know.
We could all end up there one of these days. But you know what?
You could share it.
Well, I was thinking about that too. So think about it. Because we could just
I'll put it out to the board and just
see what they say. Okay. So, and let us know if, you know, if you're going to check into if they received.
I'll email Darrell and just ask him if he
Okay.
has a moment to run through and see who we actually did.
Okay. So maybe we can have a decision. We want to have a decision for you.
Is there any way before